person is killed in a traffic accident, how do we convey our grief and support? We have many ways of expressing communal sorrow, but today I'd like to share with you some public displays of loss you may not have thought too much about. I'm talking specifically about roadside memorials, most commonly used to memorialize the deceased at the site of a fatal car wreck. The reason I believe everyone needs to know about this is that most of us travel someplace every day. Whether we're commuting to school, or work, or on a road trip, we are likely to pass by public displays of grief. I have spent the last 3 years photographing roadside memorials. Over the last week, I've researched roadside memorials, their impact on the bereaved, and a unique roadside shrine called the Wall of Hope. My hope is that with understanding the significance behind these, many of you will gain an appreciation and respect for these heartfelt artistic displays. First, let's talk a little about where roadside memorials are found and why people make them. Roadside shrines and memorials were originally found in the American Southwest, where they were known as descansos, which means a place of rest. They now appear throughout the U.S., Australia, and some European countries. I personally believe that the best displays are right here in the Pacific Northwest. Collaborative involvement in creating art of roadside memorials and shrines over time helps the bereaved and the community in the following ways. It reduces the overwhelming enormity of the catastrophe, it gives people a sense of purpose, and it makes people feel less powerless and less helpless. Shrines are a metaphoric threshold which represents the end of numbness and the beginning of the ability to take action. Now I'd like to tell you a little about how roadside memorials are decorated. Some of the most frequently found decorations in roadside memorials are flowers and plants, balloons, candles, crosses often bearing the deceased name and or years of life, pinwheels, photos, teddy bears, and flags. Some families choose to update the memorial periodically, as in this instance for the Christmas holiday or to welcome summer. Some people use a white painted bicycle known as a ghost bike to memorialize the site of a fatal bike crash. Some of my own personal favorites are this bowler's memorial found in Grants Pass, Oregon, this mailbox memorial found in Scappoose, Oregon, showing the deceased's name and life years with the address listed as 13 Golden Street, Heaven, located in Scappoose. And this K-shaped memorial found in St. Helens, with the solar banner at the top, connected to a neon sign surrounding the letter, which represents the first person's name, Christina. Often, the most elaborate displays are devoted to children who have died in traffic accidents. One of the most difficult deaths for people to bear is the death of a child. At the top left is a schoolgirl who died crossing Stark Street in Gresham, Oregon. At the bottom left is a boy who was killed on his bicycle near the Gresham police station. And on the right is a high school cheerleader from Reynolds High School who died after a car went off a ravine in Troutdale. The difficulty of losing a child is intensified by the cultural guilt parents have as they are expected to be the guardians of their children and take care of them, and losing a child is in direct conflict with that responsibility. Survival guilt affects many parents as they ponder why they are still living while the child has died. Although roadside shrines are often devoted to people who have died on the road, some may be devoted to a child who is missing, as in the case of Kyron Horman. Kyron vanished from Skyline Elementary School on June 4th of 2010. Today, still standing on the property of the Edge Gym in Beaverton is a fenced shrine dedicated to Kyron. There are a variety of messages, photos, stuffed animals, and toys devoted to wishing for Kyron's safe return home. They call it the Wall of Hope. Shrines are often covered by the media and used as backdrops for TV interviews. According to the Edge Gym, every time there's an update to Kyron's story, local news media films his parents in front of the Wall of Hope. Here are some images of the Wall of Hope as it looked this week in August of 2013. Here in Beaverton. opportunities for roadside shrines are appearing, as in the case of Kyron's Wall of Hope. So the next time you pass by a roadside memorial, my hope is that you will pause, reflect, and take the time to appreciate the beauty and story behind the artwork, and even add to it if it speaks to you. Thank you for watching.